sometimes that bitch karma, she gonna spin a block for you. Because
are you responsible? Boy, I can watch my back, 'cause I'm not just sitting around. Is it my goal? Is it your goal?
hey babes, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shanae and I am back with another video. But this time, y'all, I'm gonna do a story time because y'all would not believe what I went through with this boy. It was so fucking ridiculous. Like, well, I'm just glad I am the woman who I am today, because y'all, like, back then it was just okay. You know what, before we even get into this video, because y'all, I got a lot to say about this nigga. Like, he had me really fucked up. But before we even get into this video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what, let's go ahead and just get right into this video. I feel like I was about to say something else, but let's just go ahead and get into this video. So mind y'all, I was in cosmetology school when this happened. So this was a while ago, but I wanted to talk about it because, like, it's part of the reason why I won't talk to niggas with dreads no more. Like, that sounds stupid as fuck. But you're gonna be like, bitch, okay, I can see why you won't talk to niggas with dreads. But I mean, I'm not gonna hold what one dude did for everybody else. I'm not gonna do that to everybody else. But anyway, so I'm gonna just skip how I met him because it was irrelevant. Like, I met him at a party. Yeah, met him at a party, but whatever, like, that's irrelevant. But like, I really liked him, or I thought I really liked him, because for one, I never even dated a guy with dreads. Like, it just wasn't my type. Like, I really didn't care about that. I wanted the dudes that had like the fine low cut and blah blah blah. So he wasn't exactly my type, but I liked him because, like, I did a lot of firsts with him. Not that he didn't take my V card. I'm just saying I had a lot of firsts with him. And he was just cool. Like, we had a lot of fun together or whatever. And I didn't have no problems out of him. Like, everything was cool. And I'm thinking, like, okay, like, I ain't having no problems out of this boy. Mind you, I'm young, so it ain't too many problems that I even really knew about or that I shouldn't have been going through. But I'm like, okay, like, I like him. Like, we could get into a relationship. We dating. Like, we telling each other that we love each other. Which, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, when I think about it, it's only two dudes that I ever really loved out of a relationship, if I'm being honest. So that's how I know I was super young and didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. But we were kicking and stuff. But the only thing is, like, being younger, he wasn't exactly having money like that. And it's like, bitch, like I said, the woman who I am now will not tolerate such bullshit. But we was younger. He was in college. I was in cosmetology school. But y'all, everything that started off good. That's why I'm telling y'all, when something is too good to be true, believe that shit. Like, believe it. Because here I am thinking everything is all cool between us. Like, I don't have no complaints. I ain't heard about this nigga cheating. He ain't no popular ass dude, which I love, because in Milwaukee, this city is fucking small. Everybody know each other. But everything that glitter ain't gold, or however you say it. I think that's how you say it. But y'all, this nigga started to switch up. Like, he wasn't calling me like that no more. Or if he did call me, it'd be super dry. Like, he would one word me. Like, nigga, why the fuck is you one wording me and I'm asking an open question? You know, this ain't no closed question that I'm asking you. But or if I would text him, it would take him all fucking day to respond to what you doing. Sir, like, what the fuck? Like, it don't take that fucking long to respond to no text message. I feel like that even today. Like, I cannot stand people that text me super fucking late, because I'm gonna reciprocate the energy that you give me. Like, you take it forever to text me back, baby, I'm gonna take even longer. I'm a Pisces. I'm gonna be even extra fucking petty, you know? So, whatever. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm a Pisces, so my intuition was just ringing. It was screaming like, bitch, that nigga is on some shady ass shit. Like, I really felt like that. Like, this nigga on some shady ass shit. But, you know, I'm trying to, like, give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe he's just busy. I get it that he in school. But around this time, he left school because he had moved to, like, Philly or something like that. And that shit didn't work because I didn't realize it. Like, I realized it later on. But this nigga was a follower. He moved to Philly for what? Like, you didn't go there for no job or school. I don't even know why he went out there. But he was literally out there only for 2 weeks. And wanted me to do like a long distance relationship. And at first I was like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm young as a bitch. I'm not doing that. But then I'm like, okay, like I really love this nigga. Like I thought I didn't. But I'm like, I love this nigga. Like I can make it work. But he came back in 2 weeks. So I didn't really take that shit serious. But anyway, when he came back, he was just acting very, very fucking different. And I'm like, did he meet a bitch out there or what? But I don't know. So I don't know. I just got to a point where I was getting tired of texting and calling him because he was not responding. And then I remember I called him when I was out one night and I was about to go somewhere, or I think I was leaving wherever I was coming from. And I wanted to see him. I ain't seen him in like a couple of days and shit since he was acting funny. So he did answer. He actually did answer. And when he answered, like his background was loud. He was pretending like he didn't hear me, but I hear bitches in the background. And granted, I didn't hear one bitch. I heard a couple. And I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I don't know where he was at. I was still trying to get this nigga the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, maybe he's just out. Maybe he's enjoying himself. But he hung up on me. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga had? Y'all, I was so mad. I was so fucking mad. I know Red Bulls are bad for you, but y'all, I'm so tired from last night dealing with my daughter. We did not sleep good like that. So a Red Bull it is. So I got up at 7, 8 in the morning and I'm calling him, I'm texting him, still no response. At this point, I'm like just ready for this shit to be over because what the fuck did I do to you to, you know, just decide to switch up? But okay, at this point, I'm like, maybe something wrong. Maybe there's something that I don't know about that he feel like he can't tell me. So y'all, I pulled up to his house. And I'm sitting there, y'all. I'm shaking. And I ain't shaking because I'm scared. I'm shaking like, this nigga I know he doing some shit. Like, I'm trying to tell myself, like, nah, maybe it's something else. But this girl right here, this bitch right here on this shoulder was like, bitch, no, he doing some shady ass shit. But then I was listening to this bitch on this shoulder, and she was like, baby, like, something going on. So I pulled off after just sitting in front of his house for like 5 minutes. I pulled off, and then I tried to call again. He didn't answer. This bitch was like, no, pull the fuck back around. So I had to spin the block. I spent the block or whatever, and I went back to his house, and I went to go knock on the door. And I'm knocking for a long ass time. Like, I was so irritated. Why the fuck they not answering the door? So his roommate let me in. Like, his roommate come down. He half asleep and shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, you open the door, I'm coming in at this point. And it ain't like he tried to stop me. He didn't try to stop me from coming in. So I'll go upstairs. I'm thinking everything okay because I'm like, okay, the nigga let me in. If he wasn't here, he wouldn't have let me in. He would have been like, he's not here. So y'all, I walked towards the back of that house. I opened the door, and this nigga is laid up with another bitch. Like, literally. Excuse me. Literally laid up with another bitch. Y'all, all I saw was red. I don't even know if there's a different color or a darker color for red, whatever that's what I saw. I was so upset, y'all. Like, I stared at him and that bitch for like 30 seconds because in my mind, what's going on in my mind, I'm ready to fuck him up. I'm ready to slap the shit out of her. And I'm just staring at them for 30 seconds, like, without blinking, none of that. And y'all know what the fuck I did? Baby, I literally just walked away. I literally walked away. I didn't say shit. I just literally looked at him. I was so upset. I couldn't even say a word. I didn't say shit to him. I literally walked right out that door. And as I'm walking, all these thoughts going through my mind. I'm so upset. I see his truck. I'm ready to fuck the truck up. Like, I was about to bust his window, slash his tires. But even then, I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing that shit either. Like, I don't know, like, for me, I have never busted anybody windows slash tires, because for me that ain't enough. Like, granted, I ain't never did no crazy shit to no nigga, but I just feel like if I really wanted to go there with a nigga, I'm not fucking up his cars, because one thing a dude gonna do is fix his fucking car the very next day. That's not enough for me. He didn't feel my pain, so I don't do that shit. But I literally walked past his car and I got in my car and just went home. And I think at that point, like, yeah, I was hurt, but I wasn't like boo-hooing. I wasn't crying. Like, I was just upset because, like, nigga, how the fuck you gonna play me? Like, what the fuck did I do to you? Like, you the one who ain't got no fucking money like that. Like, I be having to help your ass out when we go out and shit. Like, that's just who I was. The bitch who I am today is not having that shit. Like, no. I'm not taking care of a man when I already have a fucking child. Not gonna happen. But y'all, I was just like, nigga, are you fucking serious? So I thought that was that. Like, yeah. But here's where things fucking turn. Sometimes that bitch Karma, she gonna spin a block for you, because when I say I didn't have to do nothing, I didn't have to reciprocate what he did to me. I didn't have to do shit. But I'm telling you, so I went about my merry life. I went not back to school. I was still in school, but I'm in school. Like, granted, he's like blowing my phone up at this point. Now you want to text me. Now you want to call me. Boy, fuck you. But so I'm at school and I'm minding my business like I normally do, doing what I gotta do, doing here, this and whatever. I've been ignoring him as he's calling and texting my phone, and he done pulled up at my fucking school. Now, mind y'all, when the hair school I was at, like, I was in good with everybody. I'm cool with everybody up in the school. And what I would consider a best friend that I had there was this guy. And he had my back no matter what. Like, I told them what happened and shit. And Lord behold, he popped up at the school and shit. So my friend, like I said, he a guy. And he was like, I'm about to beat his ass. I'm like, no, we not doing that either, because it's just not worth it. Like, I'm done. I'm not going back to this nigga. But he come up to my school with some cheap ass flowers, because they wasn't roses. They were fucking cheap. But he come up to my school and I'm embarrassed. Hi, Kari. My baby don't woke up, y'all. Hi, Kari. But anyway, so he come up to my school and I'm embarrassed at this point, because if you don't come up to my school bringing me flowers and shit, can you at least look the part? Because y'all, he looked a fucking mess. I'm not gonna lie. At that point, I was just like, what the fuck was I thinking? Because, like, that's not what I want. But whatever. But like, I just told him, I was just like, boy, like, it's over. It's fucking over. I don't want you. Like, you fucked up. You lied about this and that and da. Like, I'm done. Like, it doesn't fucking matter what you're saying at this point. I don't want you back. So he leaves, and y'all, like, fast forward a little bit. Like, he's still blowing my phone up. He writing me. I had to block the nigga on my phone. I was getting frustrated. But this is where the fucking tables turn, y'all. Like, and I'm not exaggerating this story. Like, this story is 100% true. And I couldn't wait to tell this shit, because, y'all, I will never put myself in this situation again. This is where shit got crazy. So, like I said, at this point, he couldn't call and text me no more, because I had a new number. I had a new phone. He couldn't even reach me. But he was still writing me, like, on my, what was the, like, social, I know he was still writing me on Facebook, but I don't know if it was PAX or something. No, PAX was, like, high school, so that wasn't it. Anyways, he was still writing me on my social media, and I would just ignore it. So then, I remember this nigga, y'all. So I was at home. Mind you, it was just me and my little cousin here. My little cousin's on the computer. I'm sitting in my mama's room, taking down my hair. And it's like I saw somebody run past the doorway and go upstairs, because my room was upstairs at the time at the house we was staying in. I saw somebody go upstairs, but I'm thinking I'm tripping. Like, I know I didn't just see somebody go up the stairs. And then I go out, I'm looking at my cousin, I'm like, Lil man, I'm calling him Lil man. I'm like, Lil man, did you see somebody go up the stairs? Because where he was sitting at was right by the stairs. He like, nah, cuz. And this how he's like, nah, cuz, I ain't see nothing. Like, okay. So I walk out my mama's room. Mind you, I got this big ass furrow just sitting here with my hair taken out, and it's him. This nigga came in my house. To this fucking day, y'all, I do not know how this nigga got in my house. Like, I was scared, y'all. And the reason I was scared was because this nigga not only came into my fucking house, he did not have a shirt on. He was fucking sweating and his eyes were dilated. So I was scared and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in my house? And he was like, come here. I was like, dude, I swear to God, I'm not, because I'm right here and he was probably like only a couple feet away from me. I'm like, don't fucking touch me. You need to leave before I call the police at this point, because why the fuck you here? At this point, y'all, I'm scared. I'm thinking he finna fucking murder me. Because why are you in my house? How did you get in my house? Like, y'all, I was so fucking scared. And he was just like, he said something like, you gonna be my queen or something like that. And he's like, look at my chest. And I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Y'all, he had my initials tatted in the middle of his chest. And I was just like, and the crazy thing about it, like, he had GS. Mind you, my name is Shanae. But G is my middle initial and then S is my last name. And I used to go by like Shanae GS for like my social media. And I was just like, I don't know why the fuck you did that, because I'm never coming back to you, like, ever. You can tap me all fucking day. I will never come back to you. I'm good on you, fam. But so then he said something like he was trying to like grab me, and I started swaying like, dude, please don't fucking touch me. Do not fucking touch me. I will call the police. And then he started like leaving the house, and as he's leaving, he was like, you gonna be mine again, watch. So that scared me. I was like, y'all, and I called my mama, I called my brothers, like, and my brothers, like, they don't fucking play about their sisters. And I'm telling them, like, what the fuck? Because I'm scared. Like, I don't know what this nigga was gonna do to me. Because, y'all, the very next day, at this point, my mama is home now. The very next day, like, okay, so somebody was on my porch, like, somebody at the door, and I look and I'm like, who the fuck is this? Because, you know, like I said, he had dreads. And the person I'm looking at ain't got no dreads no more. Like, he cut his fucking, like, so it was him. He cut his fucking dreads off. And when I seen him, I was like, what are you doing here now? Because I'm not playing with you now. Now I'm getting angry. Fuck being scared. Now I'm getting angry. And he was just like, oh, he didn't say nothing. He literally got down on one knee and tried to propose. Bitch, what? No, hell fucking no. Like, I didn't even say nothing. I called my mom. I was like, Ma, please come get him. Because what the fuck is you doing trying to propose to me? Like, nigga, is you fucking crazy? Like, ugh, he done lost his fucking mind, y'all. And then I remember I had got an anonymous call that same night. No, so, I had fast forward. I'm sorry. I did not mean to fast forward, because this time I knew he was fucking crazy. Because when he walked into my house, he called me anonymously, you know, or, yeah, he called me private, and I answered like a goofy ass girl. But he was just like telling me how I'm gonna be his, and he know it because he could see it into the future. This is why I don't talk to niggas with dreads. Y'all, he told me that his dreads fucking talk to him. He told me his dreads talk to him, and that they changed the weather, and that he can make the weather or make it rain, literally. Y'all, I was fucking done. So after he tried to propose, like, cause my mama literally had to talk to him. One thing my mama gonna do is she gonna talk to somebody, like, boy, like, she gonna try to be the calm, get through your head type of shit, type of person. And I'm thinking it worked, because he finally left, and he left me alone for a little while. Until, like, this nigga started stalking me. I think, like, a couple days after, I'm sorry, y'all, my daughter is playing with her wet life. But, like, a couple days after he tried to propose, like, he was stalking me. And how I even found out was because I was getting, like, okay, so I think on Facebook back then they had it where people can write you anonymously or whatever. And he was saying stuff like, I see you going into your house. Because where we stayed at was like on a busy ass street, and it was right on the corner. So everybody fucking knew where I lived at. I fucking hated living over there. But he was, and I knew it was him, because I remember he had called me again. For some reason back then, my goofy ass was sitting there answering private calls. I won't do that shit ever again. But he called me private, and he basically just told me like, yeah, that was me that wrote you, because I be seeing you going in and out your house. Like, so you stalking me? Are you really fucking stalking me? But here's where it got even worse, y'all. His fucking mother was stalking me, because I remember like, I think like a couple months had went past, and my mama ran into him, and he basically told my mom like he told his mother what happened, and that, you know, his mom was sitting there watching me go into my house, watching me when I'm leaving. Like, his mother was fucking stalking me. This whole fucking family is fucking crazy at this point, because I'm like, I didn't see those signs, y'all. Those signs did not come out until after I caught this nigga cheating. And I'm not saying that they weren't there, like something might have been wrong with them, but I didn't see that shit in the beginning. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, y'all, it was just a fucking mess. And eventually, like, because, you know, at this point I done moved on to a whole other relationship. I had my shop and everything, so it's just like I didn't have time to deal with that. And he finally left me alone. Like, at that point I stopped answering private calls. Like, I just, because every time I would answer it would be him. So I you know, like, I just moved on with my life, and I thought he did too. So I done moved on with life, and I thought he finally did too, because y'all, years went by at this point. But he will write my big brother. All people, why you gonna write my oldest brother? My oldest brother don't play. But he would write my oldest brother on Facebook asking, like, I think my brother, because he shot me the message, and it was goofy as fuck. Mind you, I'm in a whole nother relationship. And he asked my brother, like, how's Shanae doing? And then my brother, like, she good. You know, point blank, period. She's good. And then he said something like, what size shoe does she wear? Because I remember when she bought me some shoes, and I just want to pay her back. Boy, if you don't leave me the fuck alone. My brother didn't even respond, thank God, because my brother don't play. But nigga, it's been years, and I don't need shit from you. Like, I'm good. And it just let me know, like, this nigga was still trying. And then, mind you, even years after my other relationship, he was trying to still write me. Like, he wrote me on Facebook. But he wrote me on Facebook and was trying to ask me how I was, y'all. I just blocked him. I'm cool with my exes. Mind you, I really only have 2 exes. I've only been in 2 real relationships. But, yeah, one of them is my child's father. We cordial. But I only been in 2 real relationships. But it's just like, I'm cool with the people I've dated. But, nigga, I don't want shit to do with you. Like, you are fucking... Yes, baby. Yes, baby. He is fucking crazy. I swear, I don't be trying to cuss in front of my daughter, but she want to be part of this story time, and I can't wait till she's older, because I got story times for days. But, like, he was just sitting there trying to still write me, like, boy, we done. We been done. What? So, yeah, long story, not long story, because it seemed like a long story. But, you know, to sum it up, like, I just moved on with, life. Like, I wish him the best. Like, I'm not one of those people. Like, I wish you the best despite everything that happened and despite everything that you did to me. But it's just like, I don't ever want that type of crazy relationships ever again. Like, that shit was scary to me. That I feel like he really wanted to hurt me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not even trying to be dramatic, because just, I mean, who the fuck does all of this shit? Like, some Lifetime movie type shit. But yeah, y'all, so that's my story time for today. If you guys like this video, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all want to see more, definitely let me know, because I got story times for days. I got stories for days. And I will see you guys on the next video. My daughter tried to crawl off the bed. I gotta go.